So you're almost a local guy for us.
Yeah, like my old stomping grounds.
Indeed. What's your outlook? Obviously, you're stepping into a team that has a lot of depth at wide receiver. What's your outlook on that?
My outlook is just to do the best that I can and bring something to the team because, Coach McDaniel, he loves speed, and I got a lot of it. I feel like I can just help bring more to the table and then be able to, if those guys, because they can't play 90 straight plays, so if they need a blow, I want to be able to go in there so we just be able to keep that threat out there as long as there's receivers out there.
I'll hit you with the big question right off the bat then. Who's the fastest player on the Miami Dolphins?
I'm going to keep the same answer. It's Ethan Bonner. I think it's Ethan Bonner, me, A-Chain, Tyreek, and then I think Waddle and Heem if he still got it, but I say that's my top 5.
Who would be your 4x1 team?
Ooh, my 4x1 team. I feel like I'm definitely taking it home. I feel like Devon, he could probably run a good anchor. I mean, not a good third leg. He's good 2-in runner. I'll put Reek at the start because he quick got the start, and then I think Vaughn can run that second leg and just be able to get that first speed out there.
So you didn't put yourself as the fastest guy on the team?
I got to prove it first. I had the top speed in off season, but I got to prove it again come training camp. So until I prove that, I can't say I'm the fastest one.
Now you had sort of a banter going years ago with Tyreek. How did that go? Have you ever actually raced him? I think the answer is no.
No, we did one get off and we tied, and then the second one he jumped early. So I don't know if he's getting me, but nah, it's a cool guy. Like he's good to be around. I'm learning a lot from him, and it's just cool to be around a lot of fast guys, a lot of guys that know what it takes, and so trying to learn every day something from him that I can take into my game.
How much, you had mentioned early at the start here, how much Mike loves speed. How much of that played into you coming here to begin with?
That was a huge part because when I was in Cleveland 2 years ago when we were coming down to play Miami. They had me being Tyreek for scout team, and just everything I was doing, I was like, "Ooh, I like this," and I just knew from that point on, I was like, if I can get the chance to come down here, not only is it back at home, back in the sun, like it's a place I'm familiar with, and an offense that I feel like that can fit my skill set really well, and so that was kind of the breaking point. Then when they gave me the opportunity, I jumped on it.
So take us back to junior, senior year of high school. How much were you watching the Dolphins? Did the thought ever cross your mind, I want to be in aqua and orange?
So I would say not at that point. At that point, I wasn't really watching the Dolphins as much, but elementary and middle school, growing up, every day, every Sunday, watching Ronnie Brown, Ricky Williams, and up to Reggie Bush days, and watching Devon Best and Brian Hartline. People don't know. We know down here what those two were like, and so it was always a dream of mine, whether I wanted to believe it or not. It was always a dream of mine to play for Miami, because not only is it the hometown team, it's a team I grew up watching and I fell in love with at first. So it's a blessing to even practice out here, much less have the chance to suit up in that aqua and white.
How do you describe your NFL career to someone who isn't familiar? Obviously, you were drafted very high, but how do you describe how it's gone so far?
I say it's a roller coaster. It's had its ups and downs, but I'm blessed to still have an opportunity to make a football team. Blessed to still be able to play. A lot of guys, most of the guys don't make it past 2 years, and so I'm blessed to be able to go on to year 4 and have another chance to make this roster.
Sorry if you already answered it, but what was your top speed in the offseason?
It was 22. It was either 22.8. I think it was 22.87.
What was your high school?
High school, I never got tracked, but it was a 10.07 guy, some easy. American Heritage out in Plantation. Yeah.
So, obviously, on the other side of the world, we've got the Olympics going on right now. Does that ever cross your mind? Maybe that could be or should be me, or is that totally out of your mind?
I will say it's not. I have no regrets on what decision I chose, because football has done a lot for me, and it was always my first love. But I always say there is a universe out there where I'm suiting up right now, flying over to Paris, getting ready to dominate the 1, 2, 4x1.
You had mentioned your dream Dolphin relay team. If that team were on the track in Paris, how do you think it might do?
Ooh. Are we gonna have time to train?
Yeah.
Time to train. I say, give us a month and a half, 2 months of track training. I feel like, I say we definitely make the final. If all of us are in our prime speeds, I think we have a chance to maybe medal. I'm not gonna disrespect those guys that are running 9 lows, 9.6, 9.7s, but I feel like besides Jamaica, USA, I think we can catch those other countries out there.
Now, I'm told that you're friends with someone who's running over in Paris. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Swanisha Terry, that's we dominated track and field down here. She went to Northwestern. She dominated the 1, 2, 4x1, and she was the road dog there. And it's kind of just amazing to see how she went to college, kind of was up and down, and then just kind of kept working, put her head down, kept working, and now she's making the Olympic team. She was on the relay team last time, and now hopefully she can bring home another 2 medals this year.
So, looking back on your football season for this year, what's a good season for you? Obviously, being on practice squad last year probably was a taste, but maybe not all that you want. So take me through, what your hopes and desires are for this year.
My hopes really is I just want to make the team and do whatever I can, help this team get over the hump and help this team win, because as everyone knows now, we have the longest playoff win drought, and so our goal is not only just to end that drought. We want to win the whole thing, but to do that, you got to win a playoff game. And so whatever I can do to help the team win, whether it's on offense, special teams, whether it's being on scout team again, just giving reps, I just want to do whatever I can to help this team win, and hopefully I can be, with me being on the roster and being able to just do something on the field to help this team go where we know we can go.
I mean, we played them in Baltimore, so I kind of know what it is, but there's just little caveats to it, and you kind of get more and more comfortable to it and kind of see what they're doing and just taking it day by day.
Tyreek Hill, a couple more guys. He wants this team to have long drives versus the quick 75, 2-play drives. Maybe the tire out opposing defenses, keep your defense, right? What's your take on that?
I mean, I think he wants us to run the ball more. That's what it sounds like to me. So, I mean, I'm for that. I think all of us love running the ball, and I think that's what this offense is built on. So, always love hearing that, especially for him having a block. So, it's exciting you said that. It's great.
You got the running backs to do it, right?
Yeah, I know. No doubt. We got a lot of great guys, great players.
Your impressions of that guy over there, Aaron Brewer?
Oh, Aaron?
Yeah.
Man. 6 foot. No, he's a great guy. He's awesome. He's great having him out there. He's a great leader. Runs the offense very well. Guy who has experience and, just he's a great guy, great teammate. So I was excited when we got him and kind of getting to know him.
Well, what's it been like for you working at center over here?
It's been good, man. Coming out from Tennessee my first year, like a full year starting center and coming back, man, to stack a full year again, like it's great being back in the middle, building that connection with the boys.
How nice was it to have Tua over here back in practice today?
It was lovely, man, just so we can get the reps under us, you know what I'm saying? Got the season coming up, so just building that connection, that communication, and just that bond between each other so we can be on the same page.
Where do you feel your snapping is right now? I think there were a few where it seemed like there were some missed exchanges.
Yeah, we had some slip-ups, but, that's just a part of it. We're in practice right now, so that's where you want your slip-ups at, not in the game. So you just learn from the mistakes and keep going.
What is something that you've already learned about what Coach Barry and Coach Frank Smith and Coach McDaniel want from the offensive line group?
From the offensive line group, we just want to be you want to lead from the front, you know what I'm saying? You want us to be fast, physical, and, just lead the team, like put the team on our back, you know what I'm saying? So you just want to be able to get out there, be one unit, and just run the ball, be able to move it.
How would you describe the approach that you guys believe you'll take as we move into joint practices and preseason in the running game?
The approach we'll take, the same approach we take coming out here to practice against each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't change with whoever we going against or what opponent we going against. Like, we got the same mindset with whoever lined up across the ball. You still want to move them off the line of scrimmage, be fast and physical.
What have been your impressions of Coach Barry so far?
He's a great guy, you know what I'm saying? We able, I want to say he's like he's a great coach, and you able to communicate with him. You know what I'm saying? So like he ain't like just trying to make it just one way. He want to see how you visualize things, and he gonna tell you how he visualizing. Y'all gonna meet in the middle with it.
I assume Mike McDaniel's offense was a big reason why you wanted to come here and the fit that you could provide into that. How have you seen that come together in your OTA, mini camp, and then now here early in training camp?
You know, like the Dolphins, we're a fast team, and so I fit that description. And we run like a wide zone, outside zone, so we able to get the ball moving, going sideways, getting into the line script, getting into the second level. So I just felt like that was a perfect fit for me coming here and being able to just, with my abilities I have, it was a perfect fit.
What do you like about that style of play and that scheme outside zone?
I'm able to use my athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? I'm fast and I'm strong at the same time, so I'm able to get people moving, get into the line script, and get out in open space and use my skill set.
You guys have a bunch of running backs and kind of come in waves. Like how you get all those guys the ball at some point. How effective do you think this running game could be just for the depth that you have?
I feel like that'd be great. Like it's not gonna make much of a difference for me, but for all of them, like like the depth we have, everybody being able to get in there, get fresh, having a solid rotation, and all of them some dogs, so they're all able to get in there and get the same result.
How's Florida living going for you? What do you think?
I'm living out here, like out here, like it's no bad days. You got sunny all the time, palm trees, you by the water, so ain't no complaints for me.
You don't mind the 100 heat index?
No, I'm from Texas, so I ain't too far from the heat. I'm pretty used to it.
What have been your impressions of the guards around you?
The guards, hey man, they some dudes. Like they some tough guys, and I love like their mindset. Like they come in there every day, they trying to get it, and they trying to be the best they can. I love like how hungry all of them coming out. Like everybody, they coming out intentional and trying to get better every day. So I love that.
It's a lot of competition at those positions.
Yeah, it's a lot of competition, but everybody like it ain't like nobody trying to put each other down. You know what I'm saying? Like we still staying one unit, and so like everybody gonna compete, but everybody still have that same mindset. Like they trying to get after. You know what I'm saying? And I just love seeing that.